lot of people don't know because I didn't announce it. I didn't do a video. I only talked about it in the show. So here's my segment dedicated to it. Right now, I'm serving another suspension on Twitter. This isn't my first one. And I say this after, obviously people know my buddy Az got permanently suspended, perma-ban, heel versus Babyface. And Neurotic is also serving a 7-day suspension as well. Now, how it works, though, is a lot of people don't know. There's a difference between being, like, obviously banned from the site and then you have a suspension in which you're locked out of your account. And you can't tweet. And I believe now you have the capacity to like still message people, like do it through DM. But I'm appealing mine. So only thing that I see when I get in is this. It's been. So this is what happened. Obviously you can see the tweets. I called someone a bitch ass nigga multiple times and I got banned for it. The claim is that it's hateful content. Obviously, that's not what happened. It just got mass reported by the dickhead who I called a bitch ass nigga. And I still stand firm by calling him a bitch ass nigga because that's what he was. I don't take it back. I'm not removing the tweets. That was a bitch ass nigga. And I called him that. And let me be clear about that. Let's give people context here. I don't just call anybody that. But the guy who we're tweeting at is a guy, member of the Libertarian Party, who had some very negative things, dishonest things, disingenuous things that he was perpetuating about a friend of mine in Tom Woods. I don't take too kindly to that. And I want people to understand that that's the context here, but also going on in the future. When I call someone something like that, this is like, I think these people who so willy-nilly, for example, call people like Nazi or just something like egregious like that, because it's become such a mainstay in the dialogue of American culture right now, they think this shit is funny. Those are very bad things, and it's not fucking funny. Like, it's not. To be trying to tie people to these things, and obviously this is a guy that's a direct friend of mine. We'll be seeing you guys in October at another Tom Woods event here later in the year. I took exception to that. So I called him what he was, a bitch ass nigga. You know what I mean? Anybody that does that to try to claim people are these very, very bad things publicly like that, definitely when you take shit out of context, you're purposely dishonest. When you get an explanation of the context, you completely disregard it. You have to go out of your way at that point to be disingenuous. I'll stand by calling him a bitch ass nigga. Funny thing is, I've called people way worse than that on Twitter. Hateful so basically they're saying that, like, I don't know if they thought I used a hard. No, you can't even say they thought I used a hard ER because the term gets used on Twitter all the fucking time. Like, it's not like it's a term that they frown upon. No, what more than likely happened, I just got mass reported. These types of fucking snakes in the grass, and they probably have like channels where they can communicate with each other, and they have their colleagues go mass report certain subject matters. This is what happened. This is what I call. No. Remember the blue-haired wench that I call? I didn't call her a bitch ass. I call her a hoe ass nigga. Because what she did was she posted a video about me and talking down and didn't have the decency to at least tag me. Tag me. If you're going down, tag me. So I got banned. I got a suspension on Twitter for that. And I called her. It wasn't a bitch ass nigga. I called her a hoe ass nigga. Hey, it is what it is. I stand by those terms. But to say that basically to consider that it was hateful content, you would have to mean that like I was being like I was advocating violence or something like that, which is what they say in the terms. Matter of fact, let's see if we can get that real quick. I could pull it up over here and I could say what was the actual thing that they said I said. Or violation that they said I had. Let's see. Your account has been locked. Here it is. They said violating our rules against hateful conduct, not content, conduct. Says you may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. I never did that. The guy was a white guy, by the way. The guy that I called a bitch ass nigga was a white guy. So you can't even, and I'm black, so you can't even make the claim that it was by way of race. That doesn't even make sense. So no, it was just probably a mass report. So how it works, again, a lot of people don't know, in that they want you to remove the tweet and then your clock will start. So my ban, my suspension, my time suspension will start after I remove the tweets. Obviously, I refuse to do it. So I submitted an appeal, and this is what you see right now. It says, thanks for your appeal, because they haven't looked it over yet. And maybe they won't look it over ever. I don't know. Maybe it'll be stuck in the queue. I don't know. But I ain't removing shit until I get an answer as far as, okay, you made a mistake, fix it. Now, I'm not been out of shape on it. This is why I hadn't even done a segment. It's been like this for a while now. So if you noticed I haven't tweeted, this is why. Well, not a while. It's been like a few days, but because I don't care. Like, Twitter is, I say this about social media. Twitter is the one site that is on its way out, as far as I'm concerned. It was on its way out prior to Trump becoming president. And if there is a social media platform that is going to become like the next MySpace and like become not nearly as prominent in what it once was, it's gonna be Twitter of all of the social media platforms, right? So I don't care. You know, I'm not one of those that's gonna get bent out of shape. Yes, there's I say this all the time when it comes to banning on social media. There is a terms of service that the other people have to honor. The social media companies have to honor. They have to honor that. And that's more of the focus. I'm not trying to fucking get the government to stop Twitter from banning me. That's childish. No, it's more they have the right to do whatever it is that they want, but it's a contractual obligation here that they have to honor. And if they are breaking that, then we have a breach of contract. Nonetheless, I'm not been out of shape about it anyway. You know, even if it was a site that I wanted to be on, that's a different conversation. But this is like, whatever. I'm on it. Usually I'm just I'm not on it that long. Interaction, a few tweets a day. Sometimes I go back and forth with some people, but it's more me using it as more of a form to update people. And I'm not, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, again, of the social media sites that I'm on, Twitter's the one that I wouldn't make that big of a deal if I got fucking like a permaban on. That doesn't mean I'm just going to not have them try to honor this contractual obligation on their behalf. Of course, I'm going to have them do that. But in the event that I come out with the shit end of the stick, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to fucking like cry about it. It's just hilarious what they're saying that I did. So for you guys that don't know, I know I've got several DMs for people that are like, hey, this and that. I have not been able to respond to you because I'm being stubborn, and I'm not going to remove the tweet to start the suspension. I need to answer as far as why the hell they falsely suspended my account, so I'm locked out. I'm not permaban like Az is, but I am locked out of my account. So I just wanted to give you guys that perspective, let you guys know what the hell why I'm banned on Twitter. It's childish, it's stupid. I called a white person a bitch ass nigga, and that's why they suspended me. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.